Hey, how you doing? Foothill Fisherman here, checking in. We're getting in on the spring season, so preparing for that turkey hunt coming up. And as I was digging through my box, I found this really cool relic, which inspired me to make a video on my pig hunting adventures from a couple of years ago. I know how sacred public land pig hunting can be, so I did my best to edit out the content as not to put any place on blast. And if you recognize the spots, let's do our best to keep it on the low. Coming from a guy posting a video, I get it. But I just wanted to share these adventures with you, so I hope you enjoy it. And if you stick around, I'll tell you about how I got this, how I found this skull out there. Thank you. Foothill Fisherman here, Big Bad Teo, here with my cousin.
What's up?
You're not gonna introduce yourself?
Oh, my name's Jacob. I don't know. Do I need a name?
He doesn't need a name. This is my primo. We'll just call him Primo right now. It's a little camera shy, that's alright. But we're out here, and it's not deer season, but we're out here boar hunting today. And we've been out here for about an hour. And we have a good spot right here that's overlooking a creek and overlooking some fields. We're hidden in the tree line behind a dead tree right here. And we still probably got another 45 minutes until first shoot. But we just heard a pack of coyotes take down something, so that's good. We haven't had any other hunters come in here, so that's good. So we got the whole place to ourselves from what we could tell. And it's pretty cold right now. It's probably about 40 degrees. But you know, we're making our way through it, and we're going on about 2.5 hours out here, 2 to 2.5 hours out here so far. No pigs yet. We've only been able to shoot hunt time for the last 30 minutes or so. But the birds are active. We heard turkeys off in the distance. We heard a pack of coyotes get something off in the distance probably about an hour ago. If we catch anything, check back in with you. It's beautiful out here. Cold, beautiful. Me and my cousin here found some pig rubbings. Looks old though. It's all dry and cracked, so not like it was done today or this evening or anything. And then we do have some hairs though, right here. That's for sure pig hair. Really thick and coarse. There's some more stuck in there. Right there. Some right there. Checking in with you guys at the end of the day. Definitely put in some good miles today. Definitely got our steps on. We're just taking a little break before we head back to the car. We probably got like a mile and a half maybe back in the car. Not too bad. Just over our shoulders here, over this hill, there's a small pond and there's a creek back there. And we saw a lot of rubbing. Not fresh, but the most rubbing that we've seen all day. More than where we were this morning. No digging though. Saw no digging, no rooting, no scat. We didn't find any droppings. We're right here along this trail that goes over the hill that we're sitting on right now. We found an old tree stand behind us on the other side, but right now we're just kind of relaxing, and we've got a great view of this little valley and creek here with some tall grass. It looks like some sage or something out there, rosemary or something out there. And we're just kind of glassing the hillside, glassing the valley here until we make our way back. But it's nice tall grass, nice somewhat thick bushes, both on both ends of the valley for the pigs to hide in and kind of pass through and go from one hiding to another hiding, or hug the creek over there. So it's a decent spot here to kind of hang out, maybe for deer in the future, pig again sometime in the future. If you see anything on the way out, definitely let you know, but it's been a quiet day, relaxing day, just hiking. Trying to hike that Raven's Loss off. Until next time, the hunt for the pig continues. Saw the tracks, saw the markings. We know they come through here. They're around here. It's all about timing. There's not many of them, so we know it's just more about timing. Catching an early morning ride out to the hunting grounds. Just entered in the park right now, going for that elusive public land boar. So yeah, I'm pulling into the wildlife park here right now. Public lands, of course. Not really quite ready to pay for those private land prices. But when I was here yesterday, I was able to see some pretty fresh, pretty good pig tracks out there. Rubbings, some rooting, and pretty recent too, because I was out here about a week ago with my cousin doing some scouting and hunting, looking for that pig again, and those signs weren't there, which just caused me to believe that they just weren't in the area, that they moved on. I saw some older signs, which gave me some promises that they're around. But yeah, yesterday I saw some fresh signs. I would say they're about 48 hours old. You could tell because the hair was pretty soft still, didn't really stiffen up, which, ooh, there goes a cottontail. So the hair that I found on the rubbings on the sides of the tree, they were soft. They were soft hairs. So I had some flex into them. Older hairs, they get brittle and they're stiff. And then I found some fresh rooting in some of the fields as well, because the rooting marks, the tracks that they leave, didn't have any leaves in them, didn't have any grass growing on them and stuff like that. Very few leaves, I should say, but just very indicative that they hadn't had time for leaves to fill in the area. So, you know, very, very promising signs. So about to pull up here to the area where we park, the staging area, gear up, hit the trail. It is about 6 o'clock right now. We've got about an hour and 15 minutes before the sun comes up, so that puts us about 40-45 minutes before open shoot time. I'm hoping that there's not many people over at the staging area. Last time I came here, there is nobody there. Perfect day. The time before that I came, 4 cars, everybody and their sister over there wanted to be hunting, so didn't even try it. So hopefully I get. Last time I came out here, me and my cousin, we did a sit and shoot, basically. You know, we just sit in a spot, scope the valleys, scope the hillsides, and just wait for the pigs to come across our vision. This time, because I'm coming out here a little bit later, and I'm kind of expecting that there might be one other hunterman, no more than one, I'm just gonna do kind of a track and stock, you know, stock and shoot, I think is what they call it, stock and shoot. So walk around, observe the grounds, stop every 15-20 minutes, kind of observe what's moving around, take a listen, and just kind of go from hill to hill, gully to gully, and beat up some bushes. We do have some rain on the horizon, so don't have too much time to kind of just sit in a spot and hope that a pig walks in front of me. So gonna have to do some boots on the ground today, kind of just see what I could stir up, spook up, and yeah, that's the plan. I'm out here on the trail. See if I can get this light on my face instead of in your eyes. Put it in my eyes instead. Hopefully that's alright. I'm out here on the trail right now, maybe about a half mile from my car. Nobody there. Beautiful news. Wonderful thing to see. Nobody in your hunting spot. But it is good to share. It always is. I did notice that on the gate they had previously put up a COVID-19 health warnings and safety suggestions. And I get it. We all have different beliefs and different ideas of what's right and what's wrong. You know, what we should be doing during this time. But what really bothers me is that someone ripped off that sign and they just stuffed it in some bushes right there. And it's like, come on, man. We all talk about keeping things clean. We all talk about that one guy who always does this and always does that. So, don't be that one guy. You know, just take that trash with you if you're gonna rip it off, right? Take it away. I mean, it's right there. Just throw it in your car or something, right? But, yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest. Don't care what your beliefs are about it. I've got my own personal beliefs. I'll keep them to myself, and that's what it's all about. But just pick up your trash, folks. Pick it up. So now that I got off my soapbox, I'll get off my soapbox and back onto the trail again. I got here right at the right time. I'm bundled up. I got 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th layer is my jacket. So it's about 38 degrees out here. It's gonna warm up to about 45. So expect a chilly day. Alright. About an hour later now, another mile deep into here. I got to a spot where I kind of recognize I got a couple quail here, and then I follow this canyon, and this little canyon in front of me leads to the south end of the wildlife park here. I don't think it's that horribly far, from what I remember. But this is probably going to be my turnaround point. I found a pretty cool rock here. I'm kind of seated. I got a little rock in front of me. I'm in between 2 rocks. I got a little table here in front of me. That's what the camera's sitting on, and I got my chair here. I'm a little bit in the open. That's okay, because I'm kind of set back pretty far from where I think the pigs would be. I've got to the right of me. I've got some a forest over here, some hills and some trees over here. Found some old rooting and one rubbing. That's it, just one rubbing. But you know, this is kind of the path that they're taking. My car's over my right shoulder. About 3, 4 o'clock over here. The south end of the park is my 12, and I've seen tracks that way, but far, 5 miles away or so. So haven't really tracked pigs between these 2 points, but I know they're coming through here, and I'm just trying to find their path. You know, trying to find their route. And then I'll just make my way and wrap around. Go kind of on these hills, wrap around, and make my way back. I extended the loop that I was going to do a little bit because I just saw some signs. It's always how it is with hunting. Just the next step, the next step. Always the next step. One more turn. But yeah, just because of limited time, and then I also got to think that if I get a boar, I got to take them out. Right. So yeah, I'll continue just blasting these hills and this little muddy reservoir here. Hopefully I spot something walking across the field here. Trips. But I found a good spot on my way back. I'm seeing a lot of rubbings. You can see some right here on the tree. There's some right there. There's some right there. Some right back there. I found a couple over there. There's some more over here that I could see out over there. So looks like I found a pretty good clue area as far as where they might be passing. So putting the pieces together little by little. Gonna draw a map of all the places that I see the clues. There's rubbing on that one right there. There's rubbing right over there that I could see. I already found some rubbing with some hair in it. So you can see a little bit of rubbing here, a little bit here. Some rubbing right here. You can see how low it is. That's about the height of a pig. Decent size, okay size pig. But cows would be up here, deer and cows would be in this area. These are pigs. Here's some more right here. Yeah, and there's actually some hair right here. I don't know if you can see it too well, but it's there. It's there. So rubbing's there. Rubbing's right below that one on that little tree. So they're right in this area. Some good rubbing over there. Just not here right now. Not here for me. And I've been out here for maybe about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, and right on the other side of this hill here, that's where the wallow is that I want to get to. And on my way here, off this fence here, I'm just kind of following this trail, and I came across, I don't know if you could see it, but there's a couple piles of pig hair. Pick one up for you. Right here. Smells very fresh, so I don't know. It's weird, I haven't seen this before. I don't know if something was eaten here, or if there was someone killed pig here. And right there, looks like there's a little coyote dig. So I'm thinking maybe a coyote is here. So I'm thinking a coyote buried a piece of pig there. I might have dug it up with a piece of skin attached to it. That's my thought. Right on the other side here's the wallow. So we'll see when I check in here. It's 10 o'clock right now. Been out here for about 3 hours now. Maybe a little bit more than 3 hours. And I got to my spot here. This is where I wanted to be. Maybe about 30 minutes, 45 minutes ago. Sat down and just after I sat down I started hearing dogs pretty close by. It seemed like maybe half a mile away or so, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, I did hear dogs, and I know there's one guy kind of in there that hunts pigs with dogs, and he got one maybe like a week or two ago. So each their own. I'm not a fan of dog hunting. It's one, I think the barking just scares everything for every other hunter. Barking scares the animals for every other hunter, depending on what you're hunting for. And two, it's kind of takes the sport out of it. I've been scouting for a while, putting a lot of boots on the ground and stuff like that, and then if you have a dog, just helpful, that's helpful. But I'm sitting here watching this wallow over here. It's been filled in because of the rains last night. I've got some cows over here to the left. I heard the frogs and birds over by the water making some noise, so I know there's no one scared, so definitely available to the birds or for pigs to come by. So we'll see. Not raining right now. It is a bit cold once I stopped moving around, once I stopped hiking. Started getting cold. And then these boots. Gotta get new boots. Last trip with these boots, I guess. Water broke through, so my feet are a bit wet. But it's 10 o'clock right now. I intend to stay here for another 4 or 5 hours. 4 or 5 hours. See how it acts up. I'll check back in with you. It's nice out here. A little chilly though, and some of it is kind of fresh, some of it is a bit old. Some of it's a bit old, you can tell because there's some grass is growing through it, but Jesus, this is very, very significant. Look, you can see it continues on beyond the tree over here. Just a little bushcraft lunch here. Top ramen and beef jerky. Alright, it's 12:15 right now, and oh, there's a coyote. But I just got to the top of this hill right here, and I'm sitting on top of these rocks that would normally be covered in poison oak vines, but all the leaves have dropped and a lot of branches have broken off, so I'm able to get up here. I've got a great view of the opposite hillside and the creek down below. It's a little obstructed, but I can kind of see through it. Nothing yet though, no pigs. And no signs since those rootings that I found earlier. Haven't found any rubs or anything on this side, so it tells me that they're traveling on the other side. So yeah, just gonna continue exploring this side, see if I find anything, see if I see anything. And it just tells me that they're on that side of the hill. But I'm on the good side to see them. And that's what I'm doing over here. So 12:15, making my way back to the car now. Running low on water. Lesson today is refill your water. I didn't think I drank that much water yesterday, so I didn't even bother checking, and I'm running low. So big boo-boo there. Got a nice Gatorade waiting for me back home, back at the car. So. Over my left shoulder over here, I'm following this. It's a really nice valley. Love myself again. And significant rooting and pig. My left shoulder on my left, very significant. And it actually comes all the way just right here a little bit. You can see a little bit through the trees. So took a post here. Got a good view down this tunnel, basically. Hillside, and the creek goes right through the blackberry bushes. I can hear some late quail hunters out in the bushes. Pretty far. There they are again. So I know this is a route. I know it's a route for pigs. I do have over here in front of me. I have a salt block for cows. Group of cows over there kind of hanging out. So it's a good spot for traffic for pigs. Nice hills here. Got my bushcraft lunch here I'm going to eat here pretty soon, but just want to do a quick check-in and let you know what's going on here. Yeah, just going to enjoy the view for a little bit more, eat my lunch, and hike maybe an hour more to my right, see how much it looks over there on the next hillside. And then work my way back to the car. That's it. how it does. See how it ends up.
Thank you for watching. So for this one, this guy here, I found him on that trip I was on with my cousin. And we had found a dried wallow in that trip, and it looked like there was a trail going through there where pigs had gone through. In the middle of that dried up wallow, we found the skull and the rest of his remains there. And among the bones, I found this piece of evidence, a broken broadhead. Looks like it went through, a vertebrae in the spine, right? But unfortunately for that hunter, that foothill fisherman, they got a good shot, but wasn't able to track them down within the wallow there. Probably too much water, or at the time, too much mud at the time for them to track them in there. But they're out there, and as always, it just takes time in the field and boots on the ground. But thank you for watching, and happy trails.